This is Cameron Scott with NerdRemix.com.
NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix Radio.
Are you here for the feeding?
NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix. NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix. NerdRemix Radio. NerdRemix.
Due to some violent content, parental discretion is advised.
You gotta wait till I say I'm recording to start talking.
Hold on a second. I gotta get another Red Bull.
Too late, I'm recording.
Okay, fuck it.
Nerd Remix Motherfucking Radio. And for those of you who listened last week, Derek is back this week. Derek,
Woo!
welcome back.
Yeah, I was gone last week because I bought a new video game and I was playing it.
Actually, the Marv Blovell interview was the entire Nerd Remix Radio last week, which was cool because it was a really long interview. And Marv had a lot to say. So.
Yeah, well, I remember you asked me, you're like, oh, are you ready to record this? I'm like, I'm playing a video game. I just got it. It's super awesome. I don't think I'll be able to.
These are the pitfalls of running a website with Derek Huey. And we also have a special guest this week. I think he's getting something to drink. I don't know.
I'm still here.
Kyle Fubar motherfucking Semper is with us this week.
Yeah.
Hello.
He's part of the site. He does the little, he did the host of Night of the Living Dead, which you saw last week.
And he has a YouTube channel that's getting a lot of hits. Pimp your YouTube channel. Come on, Kyle.
Okay, well, I run the site called...
Dude, your mic's all fucking up. You sound like you're eating metal.
It's like intergalactic and shit. The Beastie Boys.
It's like somewhere lost in space. Okay, dude, hey, hold on. Kyle, fix your mic, or else this fucking podcast will suck.
Dude, I think we lost him.
Uh-oh. Hopefully I didn't offend him by saying to fix his mic.
I don't know. He's off now. Oh, you're recalling him?
I don't know. I don't know how to.
So anyway, immediately following this Nerd Remix Radio, there will be an interview with the talented and very attractive Melanie Robel, who you may know from Alien Vengeance. Derek knows her from that. And she will be in the upcoming Postmortem America 2021, which I am anxiously awaiting. I've been talking about it for a fucking year. And Cameron Scott, get your goddamn movie up, please. Thanks. And also, she is in a new web series called La Fleur de Mai, or La Fleur de Mai. And, she's got some stuff going on. So, in a really fun interview, I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I can't wait to listen to it. Does she love me?
I don't know if she loves you. She probably should. Hey, Fubar's back. Motherfuck.
Yeah, sorry. I'm hijacking my neighbor's Wi-Fi signal. That's when my signal sucks.
Okay. Pimp your YouTube, man. Come on.
Okay, so I have this channel on YouTube, and it's also on Blip and on Blogspot and all that crap. CthulhuTube, where basically I just talk about Lovecraft and anything about Lovecraft, games, books, movies. That's pretty much it.
And
he's trying to get some money together to make my first movie, History of the Necronomicon.
He's making a movie. Damn it.
Trying to.
We need to be like on a webcam so we can like raise our hands when we want to talk, so I know when somebody's done or not. I was about to introduce that you're making your movie, which is called what's it called again? The World of the Necronomicon or something.
History of the Necronomicon. It's like a documentary, like a fake documentary about the Necronomicon, where we're talking about the Necronomicon as if it were a real thing, which it is not. But that's about it.
And he actually said that I get to have a part in the movie. Woo!
Yeah, good time. Your resume is like getting padded, dude.
Man, like after like a year of doing nothing, it's kind of like nice to be doing shit again, because like 2010 was just a complete shithole year for me. So like getting back on my feet this year, trying to get back into hard, trying to get this movie finished. So
I'm thinking about making a video game documentary. I think it would be fun.
Dude, I start shooting in 5 weeks.
I could make my documentary in 5 days. Guarantee it.
I'm finishing up the script and finishing up the local casting, whoever will be in it, for free, and then I got to start organizing the overwhelming response for cameos I had. So, Derek, you'll be getting your pages of the script soon. So,
Nice. You have something specifically written for me?
I got a death scene written for you. You're going to have to help me out a little bit to make it happen, but we'll see what happens.
Ah, darn it, I die. I better come back on the third one as a zombie.
Hey, fuck it, everybody else does, so.
Or I should come back alive again and just, like, have a plot device. I'll wear a fake mustache and be somebody totally different.
There you go.
I'll be Sanchez the third.
Nice. So anyway, the topic for our discussion, which, we're not going to keep it very long, dear listener, is hipsters that hate on horror movies that are actually pretty good. I got pretty much a laundry list of this. The thing that got it started in my head was somebody hating on Black Swan, which, technically it's kind of a psychological thriller, maybe not a horror movie, elements of horror. Very good film, and I think people are just hating on it because, Natalie Portman won an Oscar for it, which was very well deserved if you've seen the movie. And, it was a kind of a commercial success, not as much as like The King's Speech or something like that. But people are hating on it, I think, just for the sake of hating on it. And I'm just tired of hipster douchebags, or hipster dick faces, as it may be. Guys, thoughts, and any movie that you think gets hated on unjustly.
Before we start recording, you mentioned something about Rob Zombie, and I tend to agree. A lot of people really hate on Rob Zombie. Now, I did not like Halloween 2, but his first Halloween, I liked the first half, but just his House of a Thousand Corpses and The Devil's Rejects I found to be really good movies, and a lot of people hate on those, and I'm like, why? They're awesome, they're fun, they're cool.
Like, Devil's Rejects, for instance, is probably one of my top 10 movies. Halloween 2, I thought was, as a standalone movie, if you're not thinking John Carpenter's Halloween movie, is a decent enough movie. I mean, Danielle Harris's performance, I think, is the watermark performance of her career. A lot of people say she's really good in Stakeland. I haven't seen it, so I can't really judge that. And Brad Dourif was fantastic in Halloween 2. And I think those two people's performances really make the movie. But as a good, violent, gritty horror movie, as a standalone movie, if not walking into it thinking John Carpenter's Halloween 2, it's a good movie. It's a sequel to the remake. I mean, Fubar, your thoughts?
It was like, so far, like, the only thing that Rob's done that I haven't liked was that animated movie.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Everything else
like
he's
that.
done, I've really dug. It's all been, like, very different. Like, people say all of his stuff is the same. I don't agree with that statement. Like, Devil's Rejects and House of Thousand Corpses, they may have the same characters in them, but they're completely different films. They're, like, not even, it doesn't even feel like they're in the same universe. Like, as far as tone. I mean, like, but, yeah, like the Halloween remake, I think people just like to bash on remakes just to bash on remakes, whether they're good or not, because there's just been so many crappy ones. But like the Halloween remake, that's like, I think that's an example of how a remake should be done. It pays enough tribute to the original, but he also put his own spin on it.
Absolutely.
So I don't know why people hated on that.
I think the Hills Have Eyes remake worked for the exact same reason.
I liked Hills Have Eyes remake. Here's another remake I like,
Yeah.
which a lot of people hate. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake. I liked it.
I liked that one.
I didn't so much like the beginning, the sequel to the remake or the prequel to the remake, but the Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake I liked, had a lot of good scares, and Jessica Biel in a sweaty tank top, you cannot fucking...
Man, this is sad. We're going to talk about a lot of remakes, but
Yeah.
because that's really the only things I know which people really hate on with horror movies. They really hate on remakes. And then, like y'all were talking about earlier, Paranormal Activity. When it was all, nobody heard about it, it was very small, everybody was praising on it, and then as soon as it went to the movie theaters, it received a shitload of hate.
It's that hipster punk mentality. As soon as something's a commercial success, it sucks. I mean, I hate that. Another, like a director that gets hated on a lot, Eli Roth. I think he's done a lot of good stuff. I think Cabin Fever, a lot of people hate on that movie. It was a lot of fun, and the dude wears his influences on his sleeve, and everybody says, oh, his movies are so derivative. It's so, you know what? What the fuck isn't derivative? If you're a director and you've watched another movie, that's going to influence what you've made. I mean, Eli Roth, you can tell the dude's watched a lot of Fulci. You can tell the dude's watched a lot of fucking Grindhouse stuff. You can tell he's watched a lot of Frank Henenlotter movies. I mean...
Cabin Fever kicked ass. And, I'm not really a huge fan of the Hostel movies, but they have their parts which are super cool.
Exactly. They have set pieces, just like Fulci. A lot of his stuff is hack work, and a lot of people regard him as this master. But if you look at a movie like City of the Living Dead, it's a bunch of cool set pieces strung together that really has no narrative. So, I mean, why could you say, oh, Fulci's a god, and then hate on Eli Roth? You know, I don't understand the logic.
I know another movie I really, really like, but only the first one. I haven't seen the fourth one, The First Final Destination.
I like the first three.
I like the first two, but with the third one, when they had the big car accident in the second one, that was huge. And then when they did the third one, like the whole accident with the roller coaster, it felt like they were scaling back. It didn't feel as gruesome as the second one did at all. Like they didn't kick it up a notch with the third one. I felt.
Yeah.
But my take on the Final Destination movies, if you're going to see a Final Destination movie, what you're looking for is cool kills, inventive kills.
Yeah.
You know, they deliver what they promise.
And they try to misdirect you as much as they can, so you never see, you keep thinking, oh, it's going to be this, oh, no, it's going to be that, and, then it comes out of nowhere. That's what that's why people go to, see them, I think, is, there's really no conflict in it. You're not going to get away from death. Death is going to win in the end. That's what, none of the characters in these movies seem to realize. They're completely screwed.
Yeah, that they are. I haven't seen the newest one, the 3D one, but I've been wanting to watch it.
Hey, another thing that people hated on that I understand why they hate on this one, Grindhouse. What did you guys think of Grindhouse? Death Proof and Planet Terror.
I liked Planet Terror, but Death Proof, I half liked it, half didn't.
Death Proof kind of drags at moments. Planet Terror, I thought, was fucking brilliant. And speaking of Fulci again, you could definitely see Lucio Fulci directing a movie like that. And again, Rodriguez wears his influences on his sleeve, and I thought Planet Terror worked for a lot of fucking reasons, one of which was Rose McGowan. Giggity, fucking giggity. But, really good movie. And Death Proof, I mean, any movie where you got Kurt Russell on the screen, he's going to be the baddest motherfucker there. I mean, it's just bottom line. I think Death Proof would have been a lot better if John Carpenter would have directed it.
I can see where you're coming from right there. My only problem with Death Proof is that it just, Quentin Tarantino seems like he was too into, the dialogue. It just went forever with useless dialogue.
The bar scene, horrible. I know what you mean.
But every part where Kurt Russell was in it shined like a motherfucker.
Like I said, if you would have had John Carpenter directing that, you would have had cool music, you would have had action, and then even when you had dialogue and the exposition scenes, you would have had verbal action. You would have had something catching your interest. And I think Tarantino gets too hung up in the narrative of things. How can I fuck with the narrative just to keep people off guard? I don't know. Maybe that's me.
I don't know. I wasn't too impressed with Death Proof, but Planet Terror, oh my god, I saw this in the theater, right? So the first movie they showed was Planet Terror, and I'm like, holy shit, now I'm hyped up to see the next one. And then it's Death Proof, and I'm just like, what? They should have showed Death Proof first, and then Planet Terror.
I know what you mean, because Death Proof is much slower paced than Planet Terror, and Planet Terror had so many fucking cool moments. I mean, how cool was Tom Savini in that?
Oh, fuck yeah, with the wedding ring. I think my favorite part was when the main dude started punching the zombies, but as he punched them, he pulled the trigger on his gun.
Oh, absolutely. And then, Rose McGowan doing the arch the back thing.
Oh,
with
yeah.
the puncher. And then, the machine gun leg on the back of the motorcycle was just fucking cinematic history.
I have to ask this. I know it doesn't have an answer, and it never will, but how the fuck does she pull the trigger?
That's the exact same thing that Rodriguez was talking about in the commentary for the movie. He said, just go with it. If that's the only question you have, drop it.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't let it bother me too much because, I mean, some movies, like some Grindhouse films, they have way more questions than that needs to be brought up. Lucio Fulci is one, which there's so many freaking plot holes, weird things going on, which is unrealistic. But then again, I'm speaking realistically for his movie with zombies in it. Come on.
Yeah, exactly. You got to suspend a certain amount of disbelief.
Yeah, they were saying on the Rodriguez was saying on the commentary the whole part where Tarantino's character gets the stick in the eye. That was totally a tribute to the Fulci movies, Zombie 2.
I kind of figured the Splinter.
Yeah,
there's all kinds of eye trauma in Fulci movies if you really notice. But yeah, what his deal was with eyeballs. And I don't want anybody to listen to this think that we're hating on Fulci because I'm a big fan of his.
Oh, ditto, man.
And don't think we're hating on him, but you gotta see things for what they are. I mean, Fulci is not Argento.
Okay, hold up. Worst Fulci movie. What do y'all think?
Worst one, Murder Rock.
No, that one where that was like a cross between Conan the Barbarian with like aliens and crap. I don't remember what the name of it was, but I think it had the name Laser in it somewhere, but I can't even remember it.
In my opinion, New Gladiators.
Have you ever seen Murder Rock?
No, I haven't seen Murder Rock.
Oh my god, it's cool.
I've seen a lot of his movies, and I love New York Ripper, even though it's like, I can't remember it, but I remember there was a lot of parts of New York Ripper where I'm just like, what the fuck?
And it's very reminiscent of Maniac, in that it's just gritty and greasy, and when you get done watching it, you feel like popping your eyeballs out and washing them off.
Yeah, it's just dirty. I love the head explosion scene, though, the head gunshot scene. When I saw that, I was like, yes.
Like the whole killer doing like a duck.
You're eating metal again. Your
It's
mic.
almost like he almost sounds like he's on auto-tune, don't he?
Yeah, start singing.
Sorry, I keep tuning out. Sorry, hold on.
He's gotta start singing or something like T-Pain.
Sweet.
Who?
It's Fulci tangent, by the way.
I don't know. I love Fulci though, man. The Beyond, my favorite movie by him, by far. One movie I did not like, which everybody seems to like, is House by the Cemetery.
I love that movie, man. I love House by the
I hate Bob. That fucking voice.
But by far, I would say The Beyond is probably my favorite. And, for all the fact that it has no story whatsoever, House by the Cemetery I enjoy, and Cat in the Brain also.
Cat in the Brain was pretty good, but the one thing I didn't like about it is that he just took like tons of gore scenes from his other movies and put it in there. Like, I'm trying to remember what movie he uses the most. Crap. It was the one where that dude cuts off that lady's leg and eats it at the beginning. What's that called? Anybody remember?
Clue.
I have Touch of Death. Touch of Death.
Yeah, okay. That was a crappy movie.
I kind of liked. Well, then again, I never finished it, but I saw like the first little bit where he frickin' just cuts off, like, starts chopping her up in pieces and then feeds it to the pigs. I thought it was awesome.
I just watched Zombie last weekend, so I'm kind of biased. That's a great film. That's one of those that you can pop in anytime and check out.
Yep, Zombie is a good film. It's funny, whenever he was making Zombie, did he mean for it to be a sequel of Dawn of the Dead?
No.
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead was released in Italy as Zombie with no E, right? And Zombie was actually released in Italy as Zombie 2.
Well,
It's kind of a companion piece to Romero's Dawn of the Dead.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if he meant for it to be a sequel or if he meant for it to be its own thing.
No, because they were being made at the exact same time.
It was kind of a companion piece, the way I understood it. So I don't know.
I don't know. Let's just say I love Zombie and I love Dawn of the Dead.
Believe it or not, Derek, I saw Zombie when I was 11 years old in 1981 at a drive-in with the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
I think you tell this on every fucking Nerd Remix radio.
Do I? Well, fuck it. It's a cool story. That's how I got introduced to extreme horror. I'm sitting in my bar right now, because I do all my reviews and everything in my bar. And hanging next to the TV is an original one-sheet of Fulci's Zombie. So.
Nice. So what do you think? I think they should make movies like they used to, but it'll never happen because look at the movies Hollywood releases these days. The Roommate. It's like all like what's coming up next after The Roommate? I mean, what? Your neighbor. your babysitter.
Horror movie. The worst excuse for a horror movie. It was based on a Richard Matheson story, right? He was a fantastic writer, and the fucking budget for the set dressing was probably 10 times as much as a decent low-budget horror movie. The Box.
The Box?
Did you see that? With Cameron Diaz and whoever the fuck was... What a piece of steaming shit that movie was.
I refuse. I just didn't watch it. It didn't seem like a good movie, so I just skipped it.
Unfortunately, I got it from Netflix, and it gargled my balls. That's the only nice way to put it.
Is there like, okay, what is it? Press the button and you get like $1 million something, and but somebody dies. Yeah. It's like shit. Exactly. I don't know that person. Press.
Yeah, that'd take me about 5 seconds to consider.
Fuck, I'd kill him myself.
Well, for crying out loud, they passed on making At the Mountains of Madness to reboot the Doom franchise for $175 million, for crying out loud.
Hey, I like the Doom movie. Everybody hates the Doom movie, but I thought the Doom movie was pretty fucking cool.
Dude, I'm bored there, man.
I'm the only one who thinks Doom's cool, really.
I think so, yeah.
Damn, I thought it was just... I mean, don't compare it to the games. Just think of it as its own thing. You get these couple of badasses, and so it reminds me of how Predator is, the beginning of Predator, where you get these badasses who go to this fucking, fucking planet, and it's just fucking chaos. It's awesome.
Dude, I gotta get that clip from Predator and splice ourselves into it, where you say, "You son of a bitch," and we, shake hands.
Nice.
Yeah, I hate to get you guys off on a tangent, but did you know that the Macho Man is dead?
I heard that. He had a heart attack while at the wheel and then crashed.
Yeah.
Wait, who's the Macho Man?
The wrestler? Who was in Spider-Man?
Nope.
Randy Savage.
Yeah.
Don't know him.
He used to do Slim Jim commercials.
Snap into a Oh, that dude. Oh, okay, yeah. That's funny.
Yeah.
Where he goes into the library. Yeah!
Good time. And on that note, should we end this?
Yes. Yes, we should.
Derek, I don't know if you're aware of this, Fubar, but Derek does his words of wisdom every week, and it's the part that people really wait for. And following this is the interview with Melanie Robel that I conducted the other night. But Derek, your words of wisdom.
If she says no 3 times, then it's probably rape.
Good. On behalf of myself.
And
Derek, Kyle Fubar.
Yeah, I have to go take a shower after that joke.
Good times. We're signing off. Nerd Remix Radio, motherfuckers. Enjoy.
Mwah.
Nerd Remix Quick Hit Interview. Okay, this is Tom from NerdRemix.com, and on the phone I have Melanie Robel. Melanie, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing excellent, and yourself?
Oh, pretty good, pretty good. A movie that you're in that I really am dying to see, and I know a lot of other people are because I've been talking about it for about a year. Postmortem America 2021. What can you tell us about that Cameron Scott hasn't already told us?
Well, I really don't know. I mean, I admire the fact that he has been so independent people, so in that way I admire him a lot. Well, I like how Jim Moran says it best. It's a Quentin Tarantino kind of film meets zombies, I guess. That's been said too. That's really, really hard because it's been talked about for over a year. But Miles McSally and on this page assassin with a lot of twists and turns in the movie, so you're going to have to find out more about her character. So that's good. She's interesting. It's one I really like playing her. She was a very, very interesting character. So she's like an assassin that has like this religion and has a conscience and stuff like that. So it was really neat. It was a lot of fun. I'm very honored that that was my first full-length movie that I did.
There was quite a cast on that movie. I mean, Monique Dupree, Linnea Quigley, Michelle Shields, April Monique Burrow, Jessica Cameron, and then Jim O'Rear. I just saw him not too long ago in Beverly Lane. He was hilarious in that.
Yeah, Jim is a very talented actor. I learned so much from working with Linnea Quigley and working with Larry Laverty. You know, because I like working with people that I know I'm going to, as an actor, and learn from. And with Linnea, she taught me to go on my instincts, and Larry taught me to be like more relaxed and just go with the flow of whatever happened. So it was a lot of fun.
You were also in Jason LeCourt's Alien Vengeance. I did not do the review of that movie. Derek did, so you can hold him personally responsible for that one. But how was it working with Jason?
Working with Jason's a lot of fun. You know, and I hate to say it, I feel like I said in the entire interview, I totally agree with what Derek said. It was, you know, the acting on my part was all over the map, you know, and I should have honed in. Well, because, you know, my job as an actor is to do what the director says, and you don't have the fair way sometimes of just doing what the director, you know, like what you want to do and everything like that. Like with Cameron, was really awesome working with him because it was kind of like, oh, well, I think my character would do this in this situation. And he was like, okay, let's try it. And if he didn't like it, he's like, okay, go back to what I did, what I want you to do. But Jason, he's more like, he likes what he wants. He wants to deliver like he wants, and that's your job as an actor to do it. You may not agree with it, but that's what you have to do. But doing that, though, was a lot of fun because, you know, it was hilarious because, you know, we had to act like these tentacles, you know, were real.
Yeah.
So in that aspect of it, it's really, really hard, especially when you get raped by one. That was a lot of fun.
You know, I've only seen part of that. My screener copy was defective, and it wouldn't play all the way. So I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of it. Because I'm a big Debbie Rochon fan, so I definitely want to see it. Because, you know, the Colonel Onyx picture is so cool with her, the eye patch and the gun and everything.
Yeah, Debbie's a really cool person. I've met her twice. I haven't worked with her, but she'd be another person I'd really like to work with one day.
Cool. Now, what can you tell us about La Fleur de Mai?
Okay, well, it's La Fleur de May, it means Flowers of May, and it's a web show. It's a gay-themed soap opera web show, and it's about these three men who, like actually four now. It's changed so much since 2009 when I was originally on it then too. And it's about a fashion house, and they're trying to make up their own lives, and it's about how they all have to deal with AIDS and HIV. So it's a hip, cool way of educating the public about like the facts about it and the, you know, and the myths about it. And it's a really good show. I play Tiffany Berry, and I'm the younger sister, and my family's just dysfunctional. It's going to be a really good project. You know, it's one of the ones I really, really believe in. And it's a lot of fun. We have people like who plays my dad, Rusty, and Rusty Reichart, and I adore the girl Stephanie Pleasant, who's playing my alcoholic sister, and I'm like big drug addict, so it's great.
Cool. What else do you got coming up? Do you got anything else? You got any irons in the fire, so to speak?
I'm probably going to blow the title, but it's the new Joe Hollow movie. Hold on, let me get it out real fast because I don't want to mess up the title. Only thing you gotta love about having 18 search the web and web. Okay, it's officially now part of Mountain of the Force here. The Joe Hollow is one.
I've seen I've seen the trailer for Joe Hollow's cut. In fact, it's on the special features, the coming attractions on the Zombitch DVD. Joe was cool enough to kind of lend it to me for that. So yeah, he's done some pretty cool stuff. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing Cut. Have you heard anything about that?
I know it's going to change, so congratulations to all the cast of Cut for that. You know, I'm still blown away that I'm part of, you know, Mountain of the Flesh Eaters, because it has like Dan Lowry, Linnea Quigley, Kaylee Williams, Ed Neal, Nikki Stevens. I mean, it's a great cast. I mean, it's Sean C. Phillips, and I'm also part of a film called Heat, which is still in pre-production. That should be shot in Arizona, and it's about biohazard in the water. And then the other one I'm also in, Operation Super Creation, that's by Randy Robinson and Watson Paulo, and it's a super corporation kind of thing with these really, really cool fun. But you can Google, or like go to YouTube.com and you put in Operation Super Creation, and you can see the full music trailer that we made. And that was a lot of fun because I had to act like Bugs Mommy, and there was Bugs there, and I had to fix makeup. So timing was so important with it. It was a lot of fun. I like 2040 in the dark. So.
Cool. I know I gotta say something about this because I'm gonna put the graphic up when this goes on Nerd Remix Radio. Your Play Zom cover. Any plans?
That is by the old Dennis Roman. I was so honored when he drew me of that. I love that cover.
For everybody who hasn't seen it, it's pretty badass. So.
And yes, I will send you a copy soon. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I still owe you a copy of Zombitch, don't I?
I know, I'm just an asshole. I keep forgetting. And I don't mean to. I have to start writing a list and doing things like that.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking that one, and, like, it was really random because this person emailed me and it was like, I like your headshot. And I was like, what? Weird.
He takes all kinds, I guess, right? But yeah, the Play Zom cover is pretty hot. For those of you who aren't familiar with Melanie's work, Melanie is a very hot actress, so definitely check her out. If I was like 30 years younger, she would go to jail for dating me. But, you know.
I'm so flattered.
So anyway, we're going to look forward to PMA 2021. I can't wait to see it.
Me too.
You look very cool in the trailer. From what I hear, they shot the rest of the final shots for it like 3 weeks ago. There's a bunch of pictures on Facebook for it, so hopefully that gets wrapped up soon.
Exactly. I'm so happy for him. I'm so proud of him. I know, like, I haven't been here from the very, very beginning when he started, but I've been there from the beginning with him, dealing with this and stuff like that, and I'm just so happy that he actually finished the movie, because I think a lot of people would have given up, and he didn't.
I know.
I really admire him for that.
Yeah, he's a real stand-up guy. I really like him. I've interviewed him before, and when I was making my short film, he was like always there with advice. Always, I mean, he even offered a couple times to drive up from Cincinnati, which is like a 3.5-hour drive, just to help out on the shoot. So I mean, he's that kind of guy. So.
Exactly. You know, and I really feel he's talented, and he's going to go for it, just like Joe Hollow. And I think Joe Hollow is just one of the most amazing indie film directors out there. Like, the only two directors I really, really want to work with, like the top of my head, I can say, it's Joe Hollow and Tom Cruise.
Yeah, you know, Joe Hollow is an actor, too. He was in Song of the Shattered for maybe like 2 minutes and 30 seconds through the whole movie, and he made a really big impact. He played a bartender, a small role, and, I mean, when he was in a scene, he pretty much commanded it. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some of his films. I'm really looking forward to seeing you in one of his films, so.
Me too. Like, I feel him so amazing. You know, he's a musician, he can direct, he produces, and he acts. I mean, the only other person that I can think of who can do that is, like, Clint Eastwood, Ron Howard, and Robert Redford. You know, there's not many people who can get in front of the camera and behind the camera and direct at the same time. It's insane.
It is. Anyway, thanks a lot for taking the time. We appreciate the interview, and we will keep in touch and keep our eyes out for you.
Thank you so much, and thank you for being there from the very beginning.
And hey, I'm going to say it right now. We got to get you in the coming months to be a horror hottie of the month. So.
Thank you. I'm flattered.
All right, I'll have to see what month the next month that's open, and I'm going to hit you up for that definitely. So. All right, thanks a lot, Melanie. Have a nice evening.